be honest, Arsenal were the better team for most of that game. For most of it for me. And then there was a moment where they started bringing on attackers, and then Liverpool just switched it and started playing in their half and started closing them in, and then they had like a good last minute 20 spell. But I would have seen that probably ending in a draw, a 0-0 maybe, you know, a really dull, boring 0-0 if it wasn't for Szoboszlai hitting the nastiest free kick you'll ever see. Like, he has put some whip on that. I don't know, man. People talk about Arsenal's approach, the flat midfield. It worked because a point's not a bad result at Anfield. Let's not lie, it's not a bad result. But when something like that happens, now it looks poor for Arteta because it looks like he didn't go for the game. It looks like he didn't play enough attackers from the start. At the bare minimum, you could have maybe said, okay, if you're going to play that nasty midfield, maybe play a better, more creative player on the left, because Martinelli at this point is just, I don't even know what he is as a player at this point. He's fallen from the graces of what he was a couple of years ago. So, but yeah, it's fine margins, man. But it's Liverpool again, not playing pretty well for the third game straight, winning, getting over the line.
From the Arsenal perspective, I'll be honest, like, they did a good job, like you say, Matisse. I'm with you, like, defensively sound, quiet down the crowd.
Defensively unbelievable.
You know, yeah, they were brilliant. I think for Mascara to come in after 3 minutes, here you go, kid, make your debut at Anfield.
Why is Saliba starting if he's got injured in the warm-up?
Just got to push it in it. He's so good. He said he felt something. I see how you go. But then belief in your signings. When we're saying, Berta, you're getting all the depth and all that. Yeah, that's why. Bring in Mascara. Man can make his debut at Liverpool against Ekitike. He's been scoring fun. He got locked up as well. So it's the same thing. Calafiori, outstanding. Mo Salah, didn't see him all game. Man taking baggy touches, running into people, ricocheting. It was back to that, like, you know, like when he's a bit of an ugly footballer, but he just didn't have the inevitable goal or assist. That was it for him. So yeah, it was a messy game. But I just feel the only criticism I do have of Arsenal, because I'm not doing the whole, you're stoked. I think that's going too far. But it does feel like, looking at them, the handbrake's on. It just feels like Arteta should just release that a little bit. Just let them go play. You built a good foundation for performance, because you have to do that against them. You have to feed yourself into the game. You have to earn the right to quiet down the crowd. You have to earn the right to get Liverpool's respect, to make them sit off a bit. And then after that, so that's a tick. But then the second part he needed to do was go, right, let's unleash. Let's take the shackles off a little bit. But, you know, listen, you lost to a fantastic... That game should have been 0-0.
Liverpool, I'm sorry, you are at home, and you were the second best team for most of this game.
Don't care.
You didn't have any touches in the opposition box. You wasn't attacking. You wasn't able to string together any attacks.
Exactly.
Lost, mate.
You wasn't being able to put together anything. Yeah, but let's just...
And we had about 100 shots. We performed better against Arsenal.
Having said that, though, at least I put respect on you lot, though. I said, innit?
Because we were trying to win.
I said, I go, you guys played good. There's much improved, but we got a very good defence. I was disappointed when I saw the lineup. But I have to say, at half-time, I was like, well, actually, I understand it now. You can't just come here and just think you're going to just run rampant. It's working. We're actually playing well, right? Everybody around me, right, is the people who everyone gets wise after, everybody around me in that ground was saying, boy, we're playing well. This is great. Never seen the Anfield is, quietened down. We've you know what I mean? When I say quiet, not that the stadium's quiet, but you've quietened down the vibe of the thing. And we're controlling the game. The narrative, listen, you've won the game, and I get it. You don't care. I'd be the same. I don't care. But if you're going to sit there and say all these things about Arteta, you guys are at home. A Liverpool fan said to me after the game, he goes, if we wouldn't have scored that free kick, he goes, I'd be having a go at Slot, because he goes, we were negative as well. He goes, we're at home. Yeah, he goes, I couldn't believe what we I think both teams cancelled each other out. Both defences were brilliant.
He's at Anfield. If that was Mourinho in his prime, and it goes your way and you get that 1-0, which you could have done. You could have easily won that game 1-0, right? Then it's a masterclass. Yeah, 100%. It's a masterclass. So
it's a small margin.
It's in hindsight to say that, like, trying to lock up all of Liverpool's front three, who have all been, problems for everybody else in the start of the season, is a bad way to go. You got to lock them up. Yeah. You've got to lock up Liverpool's front three. You got to lock up their 115 million attacking midfielder. You got to lock these people up. The only thing that he should have done for me is just that Martinelli Eze thing. Martinelli was food for Szoboszlai. If you play Eze there from the beginning, who's fit because he played against Chelsea in the first game of the season, you just get a bit more creativity and a little bit more something in the team. But it was, I think.
By the way,
breaking news.
Breaking news.